moving on from that zone and onto the other side of the divide, the PDC. I mean, they seem it's virtually week after week. Premier League goes on for something like 14, 15 weeks, and they're covered on the telly. 8 odd majors. Do you ever sit back thinking, why can't we have that sort of coverage, that sort of publicity?
Yeah, of course, as a professional player, we want to play on TV as much as we can. But again, it's all about finances, and Barry Earns turned the professional darts around, turned it on his head. I mean, everything seems to touch turns to goal with Barry. So, yeah, obviously, we could do with a Barry Earn in a BDO, to be honest. He seems to generate money from everywhere. But I think maybe, possibly, there might even be too much on the Sky at the moment, to be honest. Obviously, we'd love a few more, but I think 4 or 5 a year is more than enough. But you can get a bit fed up with it. But like I say, I do watch all the darts that's available. So obviously, I love my darts. I'm a fan as well as a player. So yeah, it's good. It's good for the game that there's a lot on TV. But I just think Sky possibly puts on too much.
It's an interesting thought, because even on Sky, I believe the darts viewing figures are second only to Premier League football.
Yeah, that's obviously it's a big fan base, but a lot of people play the game as well. I mean, a bit like the football, obviously Sunday League and what have you. There's a lot of dart players out there, and obviously Barry's catering for their needs. But talking about viewing figures, I mean, when I played Ted in the final, there was something approaching 5 million people on a Sunday evening watching BBC Two. So the viewers are out there. It's just a shame we don't get a few more in the BDO, to be honest.
Yeah, it'd be good to see more BDO darts on the telly. Which was, there was a plan around last year time for a Super Series, something along the line of the Premier League. It looked, that would have been great had it got off the ground. Does anybody know why it actually didn't? Because the IDPA announced it, and then it just went totally quiet.
Yeah, again, I think it's a situation with the current financial climate. I think the sponsors pulled at the last minute or something. But apparently all the venues were arranged and we were all ready to go, and it'd have been brilliant. But again, these late changes, it's all down to finances, and at the moment we just don't seem to be able to cop for the good sponsors. So it's down to sponsorship, basically.
Yeah, it's a pity, really. We move on. You've got experience within the PDC at the Grand Slam. You've had a couple of years there. I was told last year that Uncle Barry was keeping a special eye on you. He's watching the crowd's reaction as you walked on, and how you interacted with them and the other players. And the rumour was that he was making serious efforts to get you to cross the divide.
Well, there was no efforts made, actually, to ask me to switch over. I wasn't asked or anything, but I was close to going just on my own intuition sort of thing. I really enjoyed the Grand Slam. I'm there again this year, which is actually on Sky this year. It's not on ITV4. Again, down to finances. I don't think ITV4 had the budget to put it on again, so there's another one. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I know most of the players. Most of my career, I've played with most of the guys that play there in the PDC. Young Eddie Lewis used to be a county player at Cheshire with me when he was a young lad. Played with his dad, Sammy, who played for England. So, yeah, I know them all really well. I've done exhibitions with them. I've got exhibitions planned with them. I'm sure I'd enjoy it there with the big crowds and stuff. But at the moment, obviously, playing for England means a big part of my career at the moment. And I've been picked for the World Cup again this year. So I really enjoy playing for England. And I'm not 100% driven by money, but yeah, I love playing in the BDO at the moment, but as people say, never say never.
Yeah, well, England, this is your 5th World Cup appearance.
Yeah, it will be in County Mayo, the county of my father's birth, so hopefully I'll see some family when I'm over there in September. Yeah, so yeah, I love playing the big internationals. I think I've just gone 4th on the all-time list now of the appearances. So I think there's only the current skipper, Martin Adams, and Mr. Bristow and Mr. Lowe ahead of me now in the all-time appearances. So I mean, that's quite an achievement for an old fellow like myself. So I'm going to try and keep that going as long as I can. And yeah, I still enjoy playing the internationals. How
do you feel the England chances are for the World Cup? And who do you think is the main the main ones to watch.
Yeah, I mean, World Cups are difficult. It's only 4 aside, and it's individual legs, one leg of 5-1. Anyone can get up and win one leg of 5-1. It's probably the most difficult form of the game. But I think we've got a really good team in there at the moment. Mr. Adams, myself, Scotty Waits, and Martin Atkins from Yorkshire in this year as well. So I think we've got a great team. We'll have a good chance. I actually won the singles event, the World Cup singles event in America the last time. So I'm pretty confident I can go and defend it in Ireland this year.
Yeah, best of luck with that. Again, wouldn't it be great if something like that could be televised? Because I think that format is probably made for TV.
It is. It's fast. It's pretty exciting. One leg. I think Eurosport did it a couple of years ago when it was in Holland. And I think we won the team event in the very last leg. I think, if I remember right, Martin Atkins beat young Joey Tenberg in the last leg decider. So, I mean, that was incredibly exciting. And I think it was on Eurosport. I don't know why they didn't continue it, but I get probably money in it. But, yeah, it's a great format. You know, one leg, round robin, all players play each other. It's a great game.
Well, that's right. It's basically you've got 5 minutes to do something.
Yeah, to represent your country and maybe win or lose a World Cup. It's gripping, mate.
Yeah, I can imagine. I just love to be able to have the opportunity to watch it. You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
You know, it's not that expensive to cover darts. You know, it's not like you're paying for football or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm amazed that the powers that be aren't really hawking this one around or even giving it away.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I believe, I mean, I'm not sure, every company's different, but I mean, the figures I was reading to about the Masters for the 4 days was something, it was approaching £400,000 or something. Well, I don't know if that's 100% correct, but I mean, that's a lot of money, but apparently that's the production cost for the weekend to the BBC to show it. So that's a lot of money. You know, I don't know how it would compare with the viewers and whether it'd be worth it. But obviously, being a licence fee thing, they can't get the money back through advertising. So maybe that's really hit the BBC hard this year. Maybe why Barry can do so much with the advertising on Sky. So again, I think it's all down to finance and the current situation.
Well, hopefully ESPN on the back of the Masters will see it as an opportunity and maybe do more with the BDO.
Yeah, I believe this is the first of 3 or 4 events they're going to show. So there's no direct information yet, but I believe in the pipeline there's 1 or 2 coming up after that. So that'd be nice to see, a bit more darts for the BDO. Obviously, I don't know what the subscribers are like for ESPN. I don't know how many they've got, but anything on telly is better than nothing, and hope it goes through again.
Yeah, and me too.